Moving forward, speaking on the rights and duties of landlords and tenants, a legal practitioner, Mr. Chimeziem Nzago, has stated some of the responsibilities and laws pertaining landlords and tenants in maintaining a good living standard. Furthermore, he also listed the rules guiding house rents and the rights of tenants, stressing that caretakers and house agents are not landlords. He advised tenants to take proper responsibility of any house rented to them. This was made known on an open floor discussion on ACNNTV now streaming morning show.
A landlord is the owner of a house. An agent is not a landlord. Caretaker is not a landlord. An attorney is not a landlord. Okay. All these may act on behalf of the landlord. But the landlord is a person who has a legal title to a property. So the person may give a power of attorney to a caretaker, an attorney, or an agent. Okay, please, for the sake of this property, you handle the rent and everything. That does not make that person a landlord. The person is only acting. Okay. The landlord is, in the contemplation of the law, the legal person who holds a legal title is a landlord. And a tenant is anybody who leases a property for any purpose, commercial, private, residential, private, business, whatever. Any person who leases a property is a tenant. And what makes a tenant is that you have paid a rent. It is the value for living in a particular premises, the value for a particular property, for living there, for leasing it. If you are paying rent, you are leasing a property for a specific period of time, say for 1 week, say for 2 days. As a landlord, your right is to collect rent, make certain improvements as need warrant. Right to enter and inspect, right to give entrance to the landlord to, for inspection, and then right to allow the tenant to peaceful living of the premises. Peaceful enjoyment, rather. Right to peaceful enjoyment of the premises. Right of a tenant is to keep the premises in a habitable state, to pay all the necessary rates as may be required. Right to peaceful enjoyment of the demised property, not to be harassed with unnecessary notices. Now, some of these rights may not be particularly enshrined, but from case laws, you can deduce these rights. For the landlord now, you should not rely to self-help. Even the tenant. Take, for instance, my rent is due. My landlord comes in and breaks my door and starts throwing out my things. That is self-help. Landlords do it. You rent an apartment, ensure they give you a tenancy agreement. Okay. This is one mistake most Nigerians do. For every property you are renting, even if it is 2,000 naira you are paying, make sure there is an agreement.